It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a couple of franchises who broke into the league together back in 1995. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next on Madden Football.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. So good to be with you. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here. Greg, as we look at this matchup, I'm looking around and hearing this crowd. They're so fired up for this one. What's it like when you come on the road and you've got a hostile environment you need to take care of?
You know, I always liked it. I always thought it added to the element of bringing some energy and bringing some juice, especially in pregame. But once that ball's kicked off, you want to settle this crowd down as fast as you can, especially on offense. Take them out of it. Get them back on their chairs, sitting on their hands. The more energy you give them, the more noise, it does make it a little less efficient to operate, especially on offense. So come out fast, come out furious, and see if you can take this crowd out right from the jump.
On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
Here's Lawrence to throw right away. Now he'll run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second down and 8. Here's carry #1 for Travis Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They put Strange in motion. They'll go back to Etienne on first down. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Once again, it's Etienne. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the 1st overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Right to the air goes Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They motion the slot man left. Out of the shotgun, Young. Open man left side. He's got it. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. On 1st down is Young. Now he'll run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run it once more with ETN. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. 3rd down, 3 to go. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st down. That into the hands of Hubbard. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defenses.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. He'll go left side here and complete this one. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. On 1st and 10, here's Young. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Taking off, and Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They motion a receiver right. Throwing is Young. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Young. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And the Panthers have got a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 4-yard line. 10 yards to pick up there, and that'll get him a new set of downs.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, at the very least.
That one, taken in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Panthers. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Panthers will level things out at 7 apiece. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jags offense going to take over just before the half. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Lawrence now. He finds De'Ami Brown. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. This one hauled in by Thomas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Lawrence. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This about as short as you can get. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. The Jags were treated to a strong 1st half from their franchise quarterback, Trevor Lawrence. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Here's Young to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Motion man sent right. Throwing on second down, Young. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. From the gun, it's Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down, I do believe. Gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On first down is Young. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and long. Young. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
First and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Throwing right. It's taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They put Strange in motion. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his tight end. That's Brenton Strange. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Etienne now on 1st and 10. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. Now here's Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Lawrence. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars will get out in front 17-7. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Catch made by Thielen.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On 2nd down, Young. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll motion over Thielen. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. Woo! Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's Young. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Bryce Young, touchdown Carolina. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Etienne on the option. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Etienne ahead out of the pistol. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
3rd and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to set